Hello and very welcome to a new video. Today it's about a new script, a new controller script I have made for Bitwig, of course. And I call it EmotionalChordGenerator. Why that? Primarily because it's a note chord generation tool based on the Bitwig API, which you can activate as a script within Bitwig. But it's way more than that. You can also create basslines fitting to the chords, and also arpeggiators and melodies. And the reason why I called it EmotionalChordGenerator is that you don't need to be expert in music theory or at the end of the day know anything about music, because you can just dial in certain codes based on emotional descriptions. Let's put it that way. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So here is an empty pattern, and first of all, dial it in. To load it up, so to say, you need to go to controllers, and then here you see all my controllers, and you have to activate the script here. I also add a manual where you know where to put the actual JSON file in the recording folder on your hard drive, depending on your operation system. So this needs to be activated, and then you can activate it here. These are other controllers. It's my MP MIDI controller and my MIDI keyboard here. So we are talking about this one. And as you can see here, you can select a certain mood, and based on the mood you can then here define the number of chords that has to be generated. And here you can change if you want to have it in the arranger or in the launcher, and then you can hit generate chords, you can hit generate basslines, and all the basslines that will be generated are all based on the previous chords that have been generated before. And same applies to the generate melody and also to the generate arpeggiators. So let me quickly show you how it works. Let's go for sad, even though I'm happy, but let's go for sad. And first thing you have to do is dial in an empty bar, and let's go for whatever, polymer. So we have this polymer now here in that track, and let's go for string, that we can hear the chords, and let's make the script do some magic. Set 4 bars, I activated this, and then generate chords. So it spits out these notes. Okay, let's have a listen. All right, nice. So if you like those, you can also hit generate again, and it will create new ones. Let's try it out. Let's generate chords. Now another line is generated. Okay, let's go for that. And then you can say, I need a bass line for that. And then you can go here again and then hit generate bass line. And now the script appends this pattern to this. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it happen to generate via API a new track and put it in there. I don't know, I couldn't figure it out. Anyhow, it works also like this. So the idea is that you can edit out here and just put it down there in the next track. Load another instrument, whatever it is. Let's go for polymer again, and then search for bass, deep bass, why not? And let's have a listen first to just this. You can always, of course, bring it down an octave. And let's have a listen with the strings together. Nice. Let's lower the tempo a little bit. Yeah, so what you can do also, you can say we like this, but we want to generate a new bass line. So you can hit bass line again. Let's go back to this and let's so first you have to go to melody, and then it adds here another line. You see this part is still for the bass line, and this part is now for the lead part because I pressed melody. So you can take this, but also if you want to change the original bass line, you can repeat this generation, and then you can keep the strings and it will generate also a new bass line and replace the original one. That's how it's coded. So it will always, if you hit generate again, it will keep everything but replace only the one you are hitting generate, because otherwise it would not generate to the previous chords, of course. That will only be changed if you press chords again. So let's go here and also go for another polymer and say this is a lead melody, whatever, lead, I don't know, just pick this. And then, yeah, let's have a listen. Let's delete this one. And now we have the lead line over here. Okay, let's play this together with the bass line. It's nice. I mean, first of all, it's meant to giving you some additional ideas, or like if you have a writer's block, you can just, you know, play around with it and generate again, and then take bits and pieces and put them together. So finally, let's also hit generation of arpeggiator. All right, so as expected, it spits out the whole thing again. But we just want to take the arpeggiator part, and let's also go for another polymer. Let's take something like plug, whatever, this one, and just grab it, place it here, and let's have a listen. These are the notes that has been generated. Again, if you don't like the arpeggiator, you can hit arpeggiator again, then edit it out and replace it with here. But this already sounds super nice and I like it. And yeah, within minutes, you can at least create some nice harmonies, some chords and some ideas to put on top. And now, of course, you can go ahead and put in some drums, whatever you want. Let's go for a straight 4 to the floor, not a breakbeat. I first wanted to go for a breakbeat. Let's go for 4 to the floor. Let's go for something which fits. just for the fun, some hi-hats on top. Note repeat. Okay, what root note. Some claps on top. Let's also do some widening and some zack, also some panning. Let's go for a beat. LFO, just also probably randomize the decay. Just a little bit more amplitude and faster. And a little bit faster. Yeah, something like this. I mean, it's not a tutorial about beat making. I just wanted to put this on top and also use here the kick drum for the side chaining of it. And let's see how that turns out. To do so, let's make it the easy way. Just add a group, put all the instruments besides the drums in this group, and then just dial in a tool, and go for note sidechain, and grab the kick note as trigger. And then also like reduce the volume. And as this is the note is the trigger, we have to, or not we have to, but it makes sense to make the note a little bit longer, because that is now sidechaining the whole group. And probably that it's not too harsh. Let's put it in a container and then just duck out the lower frequencies. Alright, it should not end up in a tutorial for drumming or making a whole track. At first it's about this cool, nice emotional chord generation controller script, which you can, as always, download from my Patreon page. Please like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Thanks for your support. Bye bye.